Happy Saturday, it's Samstag, and I hope everybody's so far gegen Ende. So, guten Abend, or in later time zone in Europe, and welcome to my German stream, Twitch stream, right? We started on the Rubik League as of Friday, and I have lessons for today and discover those along with you. I discovered a new story yesterday, so that should be fun to watch me stumble along for the first time learning vocabulary. Interesting grammar, ever. Go. So we finished the apartment yesterday, and today start completely new. I haven't as of yet. So we're going to go into shopping. So hopefully that will relate a little bit into maybe the markets, counting, anything much our nature that we aren't accustomed to see. That goes. Yeah. So shopping, and as I said, streams. I am definitely going to check the how-tos and tips that they offer because sometimes they change depending on whether you go up, down, or not. Let's check the tips for shopping. Say cheese or Käse. In Germany, people add their picture and their birthday to their resumes. You know, not too different from the CV or curriculum vitae that people have here. Birthdays is kind of odd because in the US we have employment laws against age discrimination, so putting your birthday on there, maybe not the year, I guess just the month and day is okay. Employers believe this gives them a fuller impression of the applicant. Okay, sure. What do you need this for? Use the accusative after her. Okay, so you have an objective case. The jeans are for my son. Jeans sind für meinen Sohn. That makes sense?
Die Jeans sind für meinen Sohn.
But remember, just the masculine der, ein, so on change form. Others stay the same. And others would be the feminine. The suit jacket is perfect for the job interview. Das Sakko ist perfekt für das Jobinterview. So der and ein are the masculine, E or A. But I guess job interview is neuter, so it would not change. Okay.
Das Sakko ist perfekt für das Job. Das Sakko ist perfekt für das Jobinterview.
Sakko is perfect für das Jobinterview. Beware, ein looks the same for her and masculine nouns until the accusative comes along. Aha! Here's where we find that, okay? A shirt is good. I want a shirt. Ein Hemd is good. And it's das Hemd, so we know it's neuter. Ich will ein Hemd. I want a shirt. So it doesn't change.
Ein Pullover ist gut. Ich will einen Pullover.
Sorry, that's a different one. So I want a shirt. Ein Hemd. Not einen Hemd would be the accusative.
Ein Hemd ist gut. Ich will ein Hemd.
The other one is a sweater is good. I want a sweater.
Ein Pullover ist gut. Ich will einen Pullover.
And pullover, I guess, is neuter. Their pullover. And that one will change. Ein Pullover ist gut. Ich will einen Pullover. If you ins ist. The word ins is short for in das. Okay, so we have our first contraction. Much like in Spanish, of the el becomes del. Here we have ins for in das. Are you going to the department store today? Gehst du heute ins Kaffeehaus? So it would be in das Kaufhaus.
Gehst du heute ins Kaufhaus?
And no, I'm going to the coffee shop. Nein, gehe ins Café. Ich gehe ins Café.
Nein, ich gehe ins Café.
To the coffee shop. Okay. How and another kick. Nouns receiving the action in the sentence get kicked to the end. Wow, rude. Including after time phrases. And I have seen this. I didn't understand it before, where you see like at a particular hour or on a particular day of the week, and that goes in the middle, and what you're actually doing goes at the end of that. I have a job interview on Tuesday. Perfect example. Ich habe am Dienstag ein job interview. So I have on Tuesday a job interview.
Ich habe am Dienstag ein Jobinterview.
And now we have 3 days of the week that we've learned. We have Tuesday, Dienstag, Saturday, today, Samstag, and then tomorrow, Sunday, Sonnenstag. And while we're kicking things around, remember how möchte, or wants, or would like, sends the second verb to the end, the assistant verb of what you would actually like to do. But must have or must do does the same thing. Okay. I would like to buy a dress, but I have to buy a blouse. Ich möchte ein Kleid kaufen. I would like a dress to buy, aber ich muss eine Blouse kaufen. But I need a blouse to buy.
Ich möchte ein Kleid kaufen, aber ich muss eine Bluse kaufen.
Alright, it's a little bit more grammatical sentence structure for shopping, so it's getting a little bit complicated than just going to the market and asking how much and how many euros for potatoes, Kartoffeln. And which one of these is the department store? Das Kaufhaus.
Das Kaufhaus.
Ja, ich bin sehr nervös.
Yes, I am very nervous. Ja, ich bin sehr nervös.
Bis wann ist das Kaufhaus geöffnet?
Until when is the department store open? Bis wann ist das Kaufhaus geöffnet?
Mein Jobinterview ist am Montag.
My job interview on Monday. Yay, another day of the week we've. Job interview ist am Montag.
Mein Jobinterview ist am Dienstag, ich brauche neue Kleidung. Dienstag.
Wo? Nein.
And of course, for is für.
Für.
Hast du ein Jobinterview am Dienstag?
Do you have a job interview Tuesday? Hast du ein Jobinterview am Dienstag?
Oft. Frühstückst. 4. Rechts.
Nervös.
Nein, mein Jobinterview ist nicht am Dienstag.
And to answer the previous question, no, my job interview is not on Tuesday. Nein, mein Jobinterview ist nicht am Dienstag.
Bahnhof.
Montag. Mit.
1.
Wer?
Hast du neue Kleidung für das Jobinterview?
Do you have clothing for the job interview?
Hast du neue Kleidung für das Jobinterview?
Hast du neue Kleidung für das Jobinterview? Okay, bring on the hard. My roommate has a job interview on Monday.
Meine. Mitbewohnerin. Hat. Am. Montag. Ein. Jobinterview.
Let's hope I placed the time or place before the actual object because they get kicked to the end. Meine Mitbewohnerin hat am Montag ein Jobinterview. Ah, but see, they switched it as well. Even they said time gets kicked, or objects of time get kicked to the end. They literally put my roommate has a job interview on Monday as well, instead of my roommate has on Monday a job interview.
Bis wann ist das Kaufhaus geöffnet?
Till when is the department store open? Bis wann ist das Kaufhaus geöffnet?
Entschuldigung, die Rechnung bitte. Entschuldigung, die Rechnung bitte.
Excuse me, the check, please. Entschuldigung, die Rechnung bitte. Okay, and that is battle time, so let's switch over. Stream Raiders. See who's to win tonight. I hope it's up. Alright, and let's curse some people. There's a scary shadow man over here, as opposed to the shadow man that I wanted to place. But we're doing healers this time around. Let's check it out. Let's curse these people. Over here. Well, I'm scared of that dude, so I'm gonna put my curse over there. Get it going. no, my archer is dead. Not long for this life. But we still won, so yay us. Let's see what we get. And congrats to Satan Bruh, filling the treat bag and getting candy corn. And he also gets some flag bearer scrolls, and a follower gets 10 gold a day. Get anything? No, because I died. It's okay. All right. See what we get. Moderate battle. Again with the pianos. Pianos are supposed to be shields. All right, so there's a piano, and a villager, another piano, another piano. Let's see. Well, there's no enemies there yet, so I already placed my healer. I need to place an archer. So I am going to place my archer here to try and defend the villager. Hopefully someone will kill the treat bag. Is over here or over here. All right, get back to practice.
Mit Milch, bitte.
Coffee with milk, please. Oh, just with milk, but usually you put with milk on something. Mit Milch, bitte.
Der Tee ist heiß.
Tea is hot, and that's how you want it, right?
Der Tee ist heiß.
I it that way. Thank you, Backstreet.
Die Rechnung, bitte.
The check, please. Die Rechnung, bitte.
Hier ist die Rechnung. Hier ist die Rechnung.
Here is the check.
Die Pizza ist heiß.
And this one depends on your taste. The pizza is hot. Some people like it cold. Die Pizza ist heiß.
Oh, das Essen ist hier.
Oh, the food is here. Hopefully that's a good sign that your service was speedy.
Salat mit Käse.
Salad with cheese. I put cheese on my salad? Sure, why not? Salat mit Käse. I haven't had this in a while, so now I'm craving pizza with pineapple. Yes, pineapple. I like my pineapples. I have my emotes. Standing the pineapples.
Entschuldigung, wo ist der Kellner?
Excuse me, where is the waiter? Entschuldigung, wo ist der? Shoot, I just had this. I should remember it, right? I think it was masculine. Der Salat. Not das Salat. Yep.
Der Kellner ist nett.
I hope everybody's waiter is nice. And that is. And we this bread with cheese, Brot Käse.
Wo ist der Kellner?
Again, where is the waiter? Salad and feminine cheese at the Käse. Oh, der Käse. My mistake. I don't know why I want to say it's feminine. Okay, so they're both masculine.
Der Käse, die Pizza.
There it is. I've actually heard the chef's kiss on that one. I haven't been able to actually hear it before. Kaffee hot ist der Kaffee heiß. Essen is here. The food is here. Yay. Okay, learn this one from previous mistake. Der Salat, der Käse. We're also going to do slightly harder practice. It's moved us up in the ranks quite yet. I'm still at 15. I need to do this for my own edification. Ooh, yeah, I need to do like 100 points to get up there. I plan to after stream if I have to.
Das Ei, das Brot.
The egg, the bread. Das Ei, das Brot. The sandwich is great, thank you. The sandwich is super, danke.
Das Schnitzel ist kalt.
The schnitzel is cold. Not the way you want to eat schnitzel. Das Schnitzel ist kalt.
Das Ei.
The egg.
Hier ist ein Sandwich.
Here is a sandwich. Hier ist ein Sandwich.
Ja, das Ei ist lecker.
I can't help hearing the eye is delicious, but it's the egg is delicious.
Wo ist das Schnitzel?
Where is the schnitzel? And this eye is lecker. The egg is delicious.
Das Sandwich ist sehr lecker.
Sandwich is really delicious. Apparently, this lesson is all about eggs. Eggs, eggs, eggs. Thank you, John Waters, for that song. Das Ei ist lecker. Well, how to spell sandwich, people? just had this. Das or D, I can't remember. Hang me, please. No, it's Das. Okay, the sandwich is very delicious. The sandwich is sehr lecker. The schnitzel is cold. Schnitzel is cut. All about the schnitzel. Delicious. It's ist lecker. And today we're another news story. Yesterday we did You're Not Maya. Today we're going to do Dinner with, because I'm not hungry enough. Still haven't. So we shall see.
Abendessen mit der Familie.
Okay. New vocabulary word. We know Essen is food, and we know Abend is evening. So, evening food, dinner. Abendessen mit der Familie.
Lynn kommt in Beas Küche.
Comes to kitchen. Then kommt in his Küche. Küche.
Sie sieht Essen und Wein auf dem Tisch.
She sees food and wine on the table. Sitzt Essen und Wein auf dem Tisch.
Warum hast du so viel Essen, Bea?
Why do you have so much food, Bea? Warum hast du so viel Essen, Bea?
Meine Familie kam zum Abendessen.
My family is coming to dinner. Meine Familie kommt zum Abendessen.
Oh, kann ich ein Stück Kuchen haben?
Can you have a personal chef do it? Stück Kuchen? Oh, have a piece of cake. She wants to have a piece of cake. Kann ich ein Stück Kuchen haben? Okay. It's kind of a weird question to ask. I'm sure the dinner's on the table, and if she sees a cake, it's like a whole cake. Why would she cut a cake for her friend who's crashing family dinner?
Nein.
Of course, no.
Aber du hast 3 Kuchen.
But you have 2 cakes. Aber du hast 3 Kuchen.
Ich brauche die 3 Kuchen.
I need the 2 cakes. Ich brauche die 3 Kuchen. I'm sorry, 3 cakes. Not 2, 3 cakes.
Okay. Kann ich ein Glas Wein haben?
She changes tack. Can I have a glass of wine then? Kann ich ein Glas Wein haben?
Nein.
No. Okay.
Aber du hast 4 Flaschen Wein.
But you have 4 bottles of wine. Aber du hast 4 Flaschen Wein.
Ich brauche viel Wein.
And of course, she needs 4 wine bottles or 4 wines. Brauche viel. A lot of wine.
Kann ich ein Stück Pizza haben?
Oh my god, she just wants to have everything on her table. Apparently, Stück is piece. I have a piece of pizza then. Kann ich ein Stück Pizza haben?
Nein, Len.
Nolan, stop asking.
Okay. Um wie viel Uhr kommt deine Familie heute?
And at what hour is your family coming today, I believe? At what time? Wie viel? Wie viel Uhr kommt deine Familie? Familie heute. Which looks and sounds a lot like the way we say it in Spanish. A qué hora? I'm guessing hour. So at what time is probably literally at what hour. Welche Uhr kommt meine Familie?
Oh, meine Familie kommt nächste Woche.
Okay, this is an interesting turn of events. My family is coming, I'm guessing, next week. Yep. Meine Familie kommt nächste Woche.
Das ist alles für...
This is all for me, the cat, my doctor, I honestly don't know.
Mich.
Then it's all for me. This is all for me. This is all for myself. Oh my gosh. Oh, so this is B answering her. This is all for me. Wow. So she has 3 cakes, 4 bottles of wine. Wow. Das ist alles für mich.
Für dich?
For you, für dich.
Meine Familie ist sehr schwierig. Ich bin total gestresst.
Oh, my family is very difficult. Yes. I am totally stressed out. Yes. Meine Familie ist sehr schwierig. Ich bin total gestresst. So she is eating 3 cakes and 4 bottles of wine to calm the heck down.
Ich brauche das ganze Essen und den ganzen Wein jetzt.
I need all the food and all the wine now, Gänse. Yeah, I need the whole food and the whole wine complement now. Ich brauche das ganze Essen, den ganzen Wein jetzt. Why did B have so much food and wine? Interesting turn of events. She was feeling completely stressed out about her family visiting. Yes, she was. Wow. Wow, this is the literal definition of stress eating. Just so viel. So much. It's now Familie für das Essen and for dinner zum Abend. All right, 51 points. It's quite going to get me 10 in the next 21 hours. So let's see if it's moved me up from 15 and to 14. All right, I'm going to keep practicing. But I am going to switch to story time now because yesterday we started Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe, and it was taking a bit long because I did the Black Cat, but before that I did Poem of the Bells. And I had to cut it short. simply because it was just really taking forever. Over to just chatting. Okay, it's been changed over. So I'm going to put the mood lighting on and change the and switch this to spooky radio station. Very spooky. Okay. We are also going to switch over to switch over to the YouTube story time. With the black cat, and hopefully by the time I get to the end of the story, it will have caught up. So to summarize, The Black Cat by Edgar Allan Poe. This guy finds himself in a family way with a wife, and then they get a bunch of animals, and I guess life was really bitter for him, and he started behaving poorly with his wife and mistreating the animals except the cat, because he actually liked the cat, until he starts mistreating the cat. And then he does a lot of unpleasant things to the cat, and he like takes the cat's eye out, but the cat doesn't die. Then he hangs the cat from the tree, and his house, burns down to ashes, catches fire. But there's like a weird image of the cat, like it's all charcoal, like right above his bed, with like the picture of it being with the noose, so like the way he hung it from the tree. And then he thinks the cat is dead, and he finds another cat, which no eye and like a white patch on its chest, and they adopt the cat. And at first he likes the cat, but then things turn back to the way things were before, and he starts to mistreat the cat. So we shall see where the story ends. As I mentioned yesterday, I think this is the inspiration for that song or poem, but I think it's a song. The cat came back the very next day, and I will actually try to find that because it's really interesting. Okay, so let me get the video started. I was doing like an animated version, but it was like only 10 minutes. I ran past it, so this should keep me going all the way through. So we'll see where this goes. So previously, like I said, as I have already said, my wife possessed in a high degree that humanity of feeling which had once been my distinguishing trait and the source of many of my simplest and purest pleasures. So his wife still liked the cat, but he not so much. With my aversion to this cat, however, partiality for myself seemed to increase. It followed my footsteps with pertinacity which it could be difficult to make the reader comprehend. Whenever I sat, it would crouch beneath my chair or spring upon my knees, covering me with its loathsome caresses. If I arose to walk, it would get between my feet and thus nearly throw me down, or, fastening its long and sharp claws in my dress, clamber in this manner to my breast. At such times, although I longed to destroy it with a blow, I was yet withheld from speaking, partly by a memory of my former crime, but chiefly, let me confess it at once, by absolute dread of the beast. This dread was not exactly a dread of physical evil, and yet I should be at a loss how otherwise to define it. I am almost ashamed to own, yes, even in this felon's cell, I am almost ashamed to own, terror and horror with which the animal inspired me had been heightened by one of the merest chimeras it would be possible to conceive. My wife had called my attention more than once to the character of the mark of white hair of which I have spoken, and which constituted the sole visible difference between the strange beast and the one I had destroyed. The reader will remember that this mark, although large, had been originally very indefinite, but by slow degrees, nearly imperceptible, and which for a long time my reason struggled to reject as fanciful, it had at length assumed a rigorous distinctness of outline. It was now the representation of an object that I shuddered to name, and for this, above all, I loathed and dreaded, and would have rid myself of the monster had I dared. It was now, I say, the image of a hideous, of a ghastly thing, of the gallows. O mournful and terrible engine of horror and of crime! O agony, agony and of death! And remember, he hung the last cat from a tree. And now was I indeed wretched beyond the wretchedness of mere humanity, a brute beast whose fellow I had contemptuously destroyed, a brute beast to work out for me a man, fashioned in the image of my God, so much of insufferable woe. Alas, neither by day nor by night know I the blessing of rest any. During the former, the creature left me no moment alone, and in the latter I started hourly from dreams of unutterable fear to find the hot breath of the thing upon my face, and its vast weight, an incarnate nightmare that I had no power to shake off, incumbent eternally on my heart. Beneath the pressure of torments such as these, the evil remnant of the good within me succumbed. Evil thoughts became my sole intimates, the darkest and the most evil of thoughts. The moodiness of my usual temper increased, hatred of all things, of all mankind, while from the sudden, frequent, and ungovernable outburst of a fury to which I now blindly abandoned myself, my uncomplaining wife, alas, was the most usual and the most patient of sufferers. One day she accompanied me upon some household errand into the cellar of the old building which her poverty compelled us to inhabit. The cat followed me down the steep stairs, and nearly throwing me headlong, exasperated me to madness. Uplifting an axe and forgetting in my wrath the childish dread which had hitherto stayed my hand, I aimed a blow at the animal which, of course, would have been instantly fatal had it descended as I wished. But this blow was arrested by the hand of my wife, goaded by the interference into a rage more than demoniacal. I withdrew my arm from her grasp and buried the axe in her brain. Whoa! She fell dead upon the spot without a groan. This hideous murder accomplished, I set myself forthwith and with the entire deliberation to the task of concealing the body. I knew that I could not remove it from the house, either by day or by night, without the risk of being observed by the neighbors. Many projects entered my mind. In one period, I thought of cutting the corpse into minute fragments and destroying them by fire. At another, I resolved to dig a grave for it in the floor of the cellar. Again, I deliberated about casting the shell in the yard, about packing it in a box as merchandise, the usual arrangements, and so getting a porter to take it from the house. Finally, I hit upon what I considered a far better expedient than either of these. I determined to wall it up in the cellar, as the monks of the Middle Ages reported to have walled up their victims. For a purpose such as this, the cellar was well adapted. Its walls were loosely constructed, and had lately been plastered throughout with a rough plaster, which the dampness of the atmosphere had prevented from hardening. Moreover, in one of the walls was a projection caused by a false chimney or fireplace that had been filled up and made to resemble the rest of the cellar. I made no doubt that I could readily displace the bricks at this point, insert the corpse, and wall the hole up as before, so that no eye could detect anything suspicious. And in this calculation I was not deceived. By means of crowbar I easily dislodged the bricks, and having carefully deposited the body against the inner wall, I propped it in that position, while with a little trouble I relaid the whole structure as it originally stood. Having procured mortar, sand, and hair with every possible precaution, I prepared a plaster which could not be distinguished from the old, and with this I very carefully brickwork. When I had finished, I felt satisfied. The wall did not present the slightest appearance of having been disturbed. Rubbish on the floor was picked up with the best care. Right, let's pause really quick over here to run the battle, and then we shall return to the fate of this man driven to madness. Killed his wife while trying to kill a cat. Alright, and most of the monsters, I think, directly here or here. Let's place them close over here. Start the battle. Apparently we're shooting pianos because pianos are their defensive shields. Okay, we killed the piano. Yay. But they're also trying to kill... Oh no! One of our foes has been defeated and treat bag. So let's see where we get. Got 2 treat bags, okay. That means someone's getting candy corns. Yay, victory! Let's see what we won, folks. Alright, someone's getting a healer scroll and a bomber scroll. Congratulations, Eve Flower, on the follower on the bomber scroll, and Retro Johnny for the healer scroll. Okay. Uncommon scrolls and 7 plus gold drops, or rare scrolls and 10 gold drops. Shall we be brave? Go for hard? I think we shall. Right. Healer available yet? Yes. Healer is available. I want to protect the villagers, so I want to have us over here. Hopefully people start amassing in the general area, because the developer said if these villagers die, they turn into zombies and start attacking us, and we definitely not. Yeah, they will turn into monsters, so let's protect the poor cursed people and hope for the best. Right. Go back to our story time. And for context, if you're not familiar, the story starts with our villain probably telling people why he did what he did. Having procured mortar, sand, and hair with every possible precaution, I prepared a plaster which could not be distinguishable from the old, and with this I very carefully went over the new brickwork. When I had finished, I felt satisfied that all was right. The wall did not present the slightest appearance of having been disturbed. The rubbish on the floor was picked up with the minutest care. I looked around triumphantly and said to myself, "Here at last, then, my labor has been vain." My next step was to look for the beast which had been the cause of so much wretchedness, for I had at length firmly resolved to put it to death. Had I been able to meet with it at the moment, there could have been no doubt of its fate. But it appeared that the crafty animal had been alarmed at the violence of my anger, and forebode to present itself in my present. It is impossible to describe or to imagine the deep, the blissful sense of relief which the absence of the blessed creature occasioned in my bosom. It did not make its appearance during the night. Thus, for one night at least, since introduction into the house, I soundly and tranquilly slept. I slept, even with the burden of murder upon my soul. The second and the third day passed, and still my torment was not. Once again I breathed as a free man. The monster in terror had fled the premises forever. I should behold it no more. My happiness was supreme. The guilt of my dark deed disturbed me little. Some few inquiries had been made, but these had been readily. Even a search had been instituted, but of course nothing was discovered. I looked upon my fate as secured. On the fourth day of the assassination, a party of the police came by very unexpectedly to the house, and proceeded again to make rigorous investigation of the premises. Sorry, if I can get this little. I'm there. Secure, however, in the inscrutability of my place of concealment, I felt no embarrassment whatever. The officers bade me accompany them in their search. They left no nook or corner unexplored. At length, for the third or fourth time, they descended the cellar. I quivered not in a little. My heart beat calmly as that of one who slumbers in it. I walked the cellar from end to end. I folded my arms upon my bosom, easily to and fro. The police were thoroughly satisfied and prepared to depart. The glee at my heart was too strong to be restrained. I burned to say, if but one word, by way of triumph, and to render doubly sure their assurance of my guiltlessness. "Gentlemen," said at last, as the party ascended the steps, "I delight to have allayed your suspicions. I wish you all health and a little more courtesy. By the by, gentlemen, this is a very well constructed house." And the rabbit desired to say something easily. I scarcely knew what I uttered at all. I may say an excellently well constructed house. These walls. Are you going, gentlemen? These walls are solidly put together. And here, through the mere frenzy of bravado, I rapped heavily with a cane which I held in my hand upon that very portion of the brickwork behind which stood the corpse of the wife of my bosom. But may God shield and deliver me from the fangs of the arch-fiend. No sooner had the reverberation of my blows sunk into silence Then I was answered by a voice from within the tomb, by a cry, at first muffled and broken, like the sobbing of a child, and then quickly swelling into one long, loud, and continuous scream, utterly anomalous and inhuman, a howl, a wailing shriek, half of horror, half of triumph, such as might have arisen out of hell, jointly from the throats of the damned in their agony, the demons that exult in action. Of my own thoughts it is folly to speak. Swooning, I staggered to the opposite wall. For 1 instant, party upon the stairs remained motionless, through extremity of terror and of awe, and the next, a dozen stout arms flailing at the wall. It fell bodily. Corpse already greatly decayed, clotted with gore, stood erect for the eyes of the spectator. On its head, red extended mouth, and a solitary eye of fire, sat the hideous beast whose craft had forced me into whose informing voice had consigned me to. I had walled the monster up. Very much like the Telltale Heart, except instead of his own heartbeat thump thump thumping in his ear giving way, the cat was conscious. The ill deed he engaged in with the cat, well, that came back to haunt him, most definitely. Okay, I'm going to switch over to the room for the rest of the stream to see how far I get. Hopefully we won't have any more technical difficulties where everything's going to freeze. We did last time, and I won't have to cut the stream early, hopefully. So let's finish watching video, which is almost done in 2 minutes, while I set up everything else. So I'm hoping, I had a thought last week of where to put this item. And I thought, well, it was hung on something, a wrench, a hook that looked like this. So I wanted to try the place where it was hung. because it's the one that looked just like them. I mean, it's where we got it from, and I haven't seen anything that looks similar to that, so I'm thinking this will be the right place. Not. Doesn't want to do anything there. Really wanted it to fit there for some. It just doesn't want to do it, so my mistake. Okay. What else looks like this? Be a decoration. In the filigree of one of the panels. But it doesn't want me. Oh! Speaking of, because I read the plaque on this side, and I failed to notice that it has a screw or a nut that fits this shape. So let's try it there. That. And lefty loosey, righty tighty. Aha! And that looks like a lens that we might be able to put into our particular looking eyepiece. Inventory object found. A lens. It looks like it would fit in the eyepiece, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, let's wear it. Oh, that chills my bones. I am freaked out just by the music alone. Yikes. Okay. That looks ominous. A hand or a scratch. Touched it and scratched it. Not satanic at all, right? Yeah, and there's a hand there. This, I mean, it could be paint that just dripped down. I know that's the sound of me stepping in the room, but it honestly, it feels like there's someone in the room with me. And I'm scared. Oh. Definitely a scary room. Okay, I want to say maybe it's a compass point. 2, 3, 6. There's, okay, I think it's the same symbol that's on top here. Box was. This looks like a jacked. The box is the same, on the same 3 pieces. There's an S shape outlined. Ah, so the same 3 pieces match the other side, and it should be 1, 2, 3 if they match the other side with the same handprint. So we may need to click those 3. Click them before and nothing happened. Maybe they're S shape. The floor, each place the foot is on has the same circle, and it's all around us. Symbol. As well as on the far wall that we can see over there. If we can figure out what those symbols mean. Are they numbers, maybe? Let's count them. 2, 8, 9. 16. I believe there are some repeated. Maybe it's a cipher. Well, it repeats 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Quite the same symbols. You can't move backwards with. Take those off. So let's go for trying to pieces over here. Okay, let's put the eyepiece back on. And we want to press these 3 or no, these are filled in. I think it's the other 3. And on the other side. Okay, so these are still there, which I think means that the 3 on the right half need to be pressed in. Let's do it this way. Rotate it. That's perhaps with this. And the key to anything because I still have the key. E. clock ticking doesn't kill anything. This yet. This is the next piece. What? It's matching, I think, what's above. Get it to open. Simple. Okay, again. Names. Active. X. Symbols over there. Door. I can't get myself to. Names. Side. I'm doing to grab that and turn it. Oh. Okay. I need to turn the key again. So we left it with the opening for the other one, so now we have to fix it. looks like that. Alright. Battle time. I am hoping the thing won't stall. So I'm going to pause this briefly and escape and resume just so that it doesn't stall out game. Guys. Pause it so it's not drawing energy because I think the high GPU environment, yeah, I have a lot of drop frames and slow frames. All right, let's get to the battle. And who am I cursing? I don't want to curse these guys. Terror creatures level 5. Spine creatures. I think these will be closer to our people. So curse those. And start it. Okay, great. Congratulations, we won. Oh, and me placing my people next to the villagers did nothing. Thought they would stay there, but I guess they don't. Which is fine. Let's open the chest to see what we got. This was a hard level, so hopefully we got something appropriate. And we got a Buster and a Berserker Stroll. Like those. Winners, Satan Bra and Romeo Alpha Yankee. Congratulations on scrolls. Let's go back to the map. Please don't stall and die. This is where we kind of stopped last time. Okay, no. All right, got my Turian scrolls, I think. No, my Templar scrolls. Well, if I can't get it, it's fine. Freeze. That's where it froze last time. There we go. Temporal scrolls. Shut down my other game. Just free up. And hopefully that'll free up. Yep, that's it. So unfortunately, Room just takes way too much processing power on my poor old laptop. So we have 2 paths for the next one. I think we'll do one more and then call it. Ooh, loyalty skin chest for someone. 15 chance me. And then you guys get more skins. So I'm going to go for the skin chest so that you guys get more options. All right, and my healer's 25 minutes away, so I gotta pick my archer. All right, my has been placed. And let's resume with the room if it will cooperate this time. So now we have learned I need to turn off Steam. I want to do Stream Raiders, the games. Yeah, that ticking is not annoying at all. Alright. So I wanted to make this look like a square with a thing at the bottom and then be like a thing at the top. I think I set it. I don't know if it saved my settings, so let's try it. That looks about right. Okay then. And we still have that key in our inventory. Definitely be able to use it again. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 discs to rotate. And we'll rotate this way. Okay. There are 4 discs. There are that's here. Oh, here we go. So I have to ideally make this match up. So I'm supposed to grab that, turn it. Would grab what? need to make the markings up here. Oh. That seems... Is it just me, or do the markings on that seem to line up? Now that I'm looking at the angle. That's supposed to match up with that. Yes, I'm looking at it with my piece of lens. Sorry, guys. Okay. I mean, these seem to match there. The X and the thing. Other thing. That thing there. Oh. With that yet? With that window? I mean, from this vantage point to me, it looks like it might match that window. We can put it off. Very much. Do they? Do they? Oh, I haven't tried looking at fire symbol. Do they have any markings? key won't go again. Hey, Scruffy. Thanks for coming by. How are you doing tonight? You came at a moment where I'm stumped at what I'm looking at. And apparently I also can't chat. There you go. Sorry, my stream is lagging. Sorry, my processing is being taken up a lot by the game. That might be affecting the audio. Yeah, everything else on my stream seems to be lagging greatly, and I'm dropping frames like crazy. Just lower the audio. Yeah, I need 6 more to get my 30 modes. So far I just have 2 slots right now. Let me see if I can lower the audio just a tad. Oh, thank you for that sub. I appreciate that. Gonna help me on my way. My artist is working on my throat. Oh! Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. I really appreciate that. All these people got subs. Thank you so much. You're all quality people. Shoot. Can't seem to fix the audio on my end. Sorry about that. I stopped the game altogether, which I might have to again. Yeah, a few of them from Twitch Sings, right? Yeah, definitely sexy. Lower the volume, see if that'll help any. Graphic settings. I guess I need to lower it just a tad more because it's just sucking up so much. Hopefully fix something. Oh, you know Darth too. Yeah. Darth's good. He's usually on at this hour telling me to go to bed because I'm up too late. But he's also like a night owl working. So I got upset when he was telling me to go to bed. He's like, he wasn't telling me to stop watching because usually I'm watching Jigoku no Inu stream during the weeknights. I'm watching him, and he's like, just go to bed. Yeah, because he works I think at a hotel late hours. So he's like, no, don't go to sleep. Just go to bed and then watch, from bed, which makes more sense to me. See if the audio is any better now. See if I can listen on. Not hearing too much crackle. Some pops, maybe. Okay. Then I think it was just too high for stream. But thank you for telling me that. Now I know to have it at a lower level. I haven't gotten very far on this, so I'm not sure how much I can do. I'm gonna go until my next Stream Raiders battle, and then I'll sleep on it till the next time I play this. It looks good when I watch other people play it, and they're cracking and solving puzzles like crazy. I'm a little bit slower and more methodical about doing that. I am definitely a fan of turtles. I am a Polynesian dancer, or I was before COVID. So I'm a fan of Hawaiian culture and Polynesian culture. And one of the motifs is the green turtle on everything they call honu. So I adore turtles. I had pet turtles as a kid. So I decided when I was going to do my stream and my channel, it was going to be mostly Hawaiian. You can kind of see it in my design. Switch scenes really quickly. Kind of see it. It's like I have my Polynesian turtles. I wanted them to be prominent. I did not dance professionally per se. I started this almost 20 years ago. Started taking classes through a park and rec, and then our teacher did have a professional dance company. So as we improved, got better, had more experience, we'd go and do like community shows, but as well as perform at festivals. Some of our kids went to competitions, some of our groups went to competitions. We travel all over California, and there's competitions in Nevada that we go to. I haven't done it in a bit. My house is full of costumes I haven't touched in a long time. I do Hawaiian, Tahitian, we do Samoan, Maori from New Zealand, which I absolutely love. And that's my favorite. I actually swing poi balls. If you've ever seen like fire dancers at festivals, they're swinging fire poi and doing like, what do you call it? Like glow stick moves and waving them around. I do that without the fire because I would definitely set my hair on fire. But we have some boys in our group that had learned the Samoan fire knife. I'm not going to mess with fire knife. Just simply, I don't want to injure myself more than just getting bonked on the head. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So if you've ever seen the New Zealand rugby team, they do haka at the beginning of each game. So the guys in our group get to do that, which is fun. I wish I had more for women to do that. So I love to like paint my face and go, and do like motions like that. But we're supposed to be sweet and dainty. So it's something I wish we had numbers for, and one of our teachers kind of had come up with a song or a dance like that. But there's not too many opportunities for women in hakas, except for being like dressing on the back. But it's still cool. It requires a lot of skill to do it, and I enjoy it. Although I'm not in competition form or performance form yet, I need to go back and start doing it once everything normalizes and I can return to my rigorous dance schedule when I have time after work, because work comes first. But yeah, it's hobby time. Like 2-3 times a week is the most I can devote to it, especially when we're most everybody that's part of it has IRL jobs, but we devote a lot of time to it. Certainly here in the Bay Area, there's a few Hawaiian schools and Polynesian schools, and if you join those, it's a lot of involvement, costume making, time commitments, and even the family gets involved. I work at a law firm, so I do have a normal 9 to 5. I have worked remotely since COVID started, so my schedule has opened up a bit. And for the most part, I can say, I'm going to take off for performances. And now that I don't have to do my long commute, that's definitely helpful. But still, it's something that we try to fit into our schedule as much as we can, because we definitely enjoy it. I miss going to the festivals to get all the good Hawaiian food and Hawaiian treats. Not to mention going to Hawaii. I go to Hawaii once a year to get my Hawaiian fix. So if I can start traveling to Hawaii again, I'm definitely going to do it because I miss it. And I get to see a lot of green turtles when I'm in Hawaii. So back to the turtles. Yeah, I think I heard you mention that on stream. I think it was about having all the screens, and you have I think someone was saying they have 2-3 screens, whatever. I'm like, I only work with my laptop, so I just have the one screen. Other people have I have my second laptop, if they're watching Twitch or whatever. But for me, I'm just working off my laptop. Although now I'm hooked. I have to be on Twitch all the time. I was 5 days in the office, and I wasn't a fan of going remote because I just don't have an office setup. I don't have an ergonomic setup. They gave us furniture allowance, so I bought my nifty little gaming chair because I watched all the streamers. They're sitting for hours at a time, so I figure if it's comfortable for them to be doing this for hours, I need this for work. This is my work/gaming chair. And then I was thinking, once our office opens up and people start going back, I was going to do 3 days at the office and 2 at home. But my office kind of forced me, if I wasn't going to do minimum 4 days, that I needed to give up my desk. I wasn't happy about it, but I started packing up my stuff, and I realized I prefer just working at home. So now I'm going to be full-time remote unless we need to go into the office. Which I'm fine with. Yeah, it's funny how that happens. I'm not a fan of going back anymore. At least not on their timetable. I had a nice big desk space. It was, we had 3 floors then. We had to consolidate and we gave up 1 floor. So now they kind of scrunched us up. So my very spacious desk now became smaller and I had 4 people in my immediate vicinity instead of just 2, one on either side. So it became much more easy. Because the people next to me, it requires them to be talking all day. So I try to have like my headphones on and listening to music just so I wouldn't have to interact with them. It's not nice, but I like peace and quiet, and I was no longer getting that. Here at home, it's a different sort of distraction. So I'm not sure if it's any quieter, but you know, I can tune out my family and tell them I'm working. Just keep it down, and they understand. Yeah, waste time driving for me is wasting time on the train because I take BART into the city. Parking at the BART station, taking the train. It was a lot. I almost took a job down in Silicon Valley and I timed it. That was going to be like a 3-hour commute every day because it's, you know, high traffic going to that part of the day. Like, nope. Not for me. At least on the train, I could, you know, read or watch something on my phone. But driving is just sitting in a box. Other people sitting in the box. Although I started in September, I flew down to LA to see some friends. And that was going to be like my test work vacation. So I worked in the hotel for 4 days. And I'd see my friends on the weekends and in the evenings. And I had like my work laptop and my gaming laptop on the side so I could be watching and listening to Twitch or, you know, whatever at the moment. And I think I'm going to be able to do that. So I have another trip coming up in December after Thanksgiving because I'm going to work a convention down in LA. I'm going to work in the hotel room. Yeah, it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I already worked at the Silicon Valley convention with Adam Savage like a month ago. That seemed to go well. And they just announced that LA Comic Con is going to go to like full day instead of just 2 halves each day. So it should be a nice experience. I think for those 2, my stream's lagging. So I'm gonna stop game so we can go to the stream raiders because it's just dragging too much energy. My stream is lagging. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, Scruffy. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate your great generosity with subscribing and all the subs. So have a good night, have some good sleeps, and I will talk to you later on your next stream, and catch up with you on Smeal and things some more. Right, close this up. Go do Stream Raiders. Night. Right, so let's go do some nurse. See who we can curse. Somewhere that's densely. I'm gonna curse over here. Right, let's start this and get going. Oh, this one's taking a while. I wonder if it's going to come down to the clock again. All right. Congratulations to everybody. We won. That's good for us. See if we got any drops and skins, hopefully. All right, Romeo Alpha Yankee, got some monies. PC Riddy, P Critty, got Musketeer Scrolls, and Hot Doggy Dog got some flying Rogue Squirrels, which is great. All right, so we're gonna call it on this one, guys. If you're still in chat, let's prepare our raid message. If you are not a subscriber, this is the raid call. If you are a subscriber, you are a recipient of Scruffy's recent subs. This is the subscriber raid message. And you get to use our nice cute turtles and pineapples. So we're gonna go and friend called Jesus Gato Kitty, or Jesus Gato Kitty. He's currently making some pumpkins and carving, getting ready for tomorrow. He's also a friend of the stream. So I just wanted to say thank you for everybody who came by. Thank you so much to Scruffy for subscribing and gifting out all those great subs. And to see you guys tomorrow if you back for more Duolingo and get your German skills up. Accept raid. Let me type it properly. Okay. Go. So thanks again for coming and joining me on my head scratcher of trying to figure out the puzzles for the room. So until next time, I will see you guys tomorrow. So I hope everybody has a good night. Guten Abend and guten Sleeps. When I get to say sleeps, I will definitely mention it in German. Oh, hi and bye, Jigo. Of course, you come right when we're getting ready to trade. But thanks for stopping by. Hope you had a good sleep and rest and are ready to go this afternoon. And have a good rest of your day.